For many years, I would receive phone calls from sales managers and VPs of sales and even CEOs telling me they didn't want the extensive training, they just wanted the silver bullet. What is the one thing my salespeople can do that will boost our sales? And for many years, I said it doesn't exist. There is no silver bullet in sales, and I was wrong. There is a silver bullet in sales, and it's known as pre-call planning. In this module, we're going to talk about pre-call planning. We're going to look at better ways to do pre-call planning. We're going to talk about the importance of pre-call planning. And when you get back into pre-call planning, stop winging it. Put more science, technology, capability behind your sales efforts, you will find your sales increasing. Pre-call planning is the first activity seasoned salespeople abandon. We stop doing it. After we've been selling for a while, we get into ruts or habits of behavior. And as a result of that, we're selling the same way over and over again. We need to break those habits. Pre-call planning will do that for us. Are any two customers the same? Of course not. Is any customer the same on subsequent visits? Of course not. When we do pre-call planning, we show up refreshed. We understand better what's going on in the client's organization, and we make a huge impact on them, especially as it differentiates us from our competition. The key here is CQI, continuous quality improvement. We use CQI, or continuous quality improvement, in manufacturing, engineering, even in accounting. We need to be doing that in sales as well. CQI in sales means the sales call that I made today was better than the sales call I made yesterday, but not as good as the one that I will make tomorrow. How do we continually get better and better at the profession of selling? Would you go to a surgeon who had not been back to school since medical school? Of course not. You want them to keep up on the latest technologies and the latest processes. So CQI, continuous quality improvement, how do we do that? Doing pre-call planning in a value-added environment begins with going to the client's website. I know you're doing that already. In a B2B world, of course we go to the customer's website. The customer used to be impressed, dazzled, flattered when we had done some research. Today they expect it. To go into the client's organization and say, "What do you do for a living?" will have you ejected from the customer's office. We should at least know that when we show up. So we go to the customer's website. What do we look for? Well, of course, we look for what they sell, what they do, who they sell to, what they think makes them different. There's a lot of information on the client's website. The way it changes in value-added selling. We go to the client's website and we stay there until we find something we simply do not understand. And we use that as the springboard for our conversation. So instead of opening the sales call with, "What do you do for a living?" and have the customer say, "We manufacture widgets," instead, you could open the sales call with, "Mr. Customer, I understand you're adding a left-hand flange to your number 16 widget. Can you tell me about that? What drove that decision?" And you're showing depth. You're showing interest in what's most important to the customer. And what's most important to the customer? Their business, their situation. Go to their website and stay there until you find something you don't understand, and use that to develop your opening question. So that instead of asking about what do they do for a living, you're immediately deeper into the conversation. The opening question is covered in detail in a later module. Then go to your client's website. Go to your customer's website in a B2B environment. In a B2C environment, that's tough to do. But in a B2B environment, who do they sell to? Who do they consider their target markets to be? What do they think makes them different with their target customers? Again, you're talking to them about their business and what's most important to them. We go to our customer's competitor's website. That's right, your customer's competitor's website. You know your customer is focusing on their competition as well as their customers. What do you know about the competition? What can you do to help your customers be more competitive with their competitors. We're selling through the customer, not to the customer. And then finally, go to your customer's industry website. Every industry just about has an association, a trade association, and you can go to their websites and learn a lot about their industry in a very short period of time. What are the trends? What are the cycles? What are the issues? Are there regulatory changes? By simply going to your customer's industry website, you can become extremely more conversant on their business, on the issues that are important to them than any of your competitors would be. This, of course, requires pre-call planning. And when we're doing the pre-call planning, we are a step ahead of our competitors. In a B2C world, consider using social media. Look at what's on the web about your client. What's important to them? You can look at search engines. You can find all kinds of information out there about your customer, their neighborhood, their buying criteria. What else could you know about your customer before you show up? We're back to pre-call planning. We're looking at what we can know before we show up. The single most important function of sales is to teach. The more we know about what the customer already knows, and the more we know about what the customer is trying to achieve, the more effective we're going to be in working with our customers. So in summary, pre-call planning is the silver bullet in sales. CQI, continuous quality improvement. Make sure every sales call is better than the last one. Go to your client's website and stay there until you find something you don't understand and use that to initiate the conversation with the customer. Go to your customer's websites. See who they sell to and what's most important to them. Go to your customer's competitors' websites and see what you can learn that will help you differentiate your customer from them. And then look at the customer's industry. What's most important? What are the trends? What are the cycles? Use social media, use your search engines. There's a lot of information out there. Take advantage of it. In the history of recorded time, no customer has ever said your price is too high and meant it.